Hi, I don't know if you can tell, but I am deadly sunburned. You see that? Deadly sunburned. Yeah, it's been fun. Um, Yesterday was the first day of summer school for Jenny, and how do you describe it? She seemed very happy to be back at school, but just as happy to see me when she got off the bus. Her class lets out at 3:45, and she didn't get off the bus till about 4:45. So that's about an hour on the bus. And if you think about it, for a active 3-year-old being locked into your seat belt in your car seat for an hour is tremendously stressful, irritating, boring, and probably didn't help. Um, just I feel sorry for this poor kid because that's an awful long time on the bus to just sit there and do nothing. Thank goodness the air conditioning on the bus works. Thank goodness. Okay. Um, the doctors called and told us that it looks like two tubules are either causing the seizures or one is and the other one looks like it is. So they want to do an itcal speck like they've already suggested before, but turned out to be for another patient. So we're going to go through the process ourselves now, and Jenny's going to have to be hospitalized for for 2 to 3 days to get the test done. And because we have another child, we have to make arrangements for that other child so that my husband can still continue his work and I can constantly be at the hospital with my daughter. Now, there was one way we can work around it. One, my other daughter can stay at the hospital with me while her daddy's at work, which means he would have to wake up really, really early to come and drop her off and then come back again after work and take her home. That's not that bad, and probably a lot better than traveling to my grandmother's and dropping her off and then having to go and pick her up. And the reason why I say that is because my grandmother lives 3 hours away. So 3 hours to get there and 3 hours back is 6 hours. And then to do it again, it's another 6 hours. So you're driving 12 hours out of your way to drop one child off for maybe 2 to 3 days. When in reality, it might be hard to do the other solution, but it might be a little bit less time in the car, as I would say. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. I'm going to have to talk about it with my husband. But essentially, that's where we're at right now. At least finally, somewhere, something's been said. I'm assuming Jenny's a candidate for surgery solely based on the fact that both Dr. Humuka and Dr. Welch at Nationwide Children's Hospital have spoken, which one is her neurologist and the other one is her surgeon neurologist. And both agree that Jenny would benefit from the surgery that would remove the tumor out of her brain. It's not a tumor. Keep in mind, this is tuberous sclerosis complex. It's not that she has cancer. It's just a benign growth in her brain. Or, as I like to call it, a benign ungrowth. Basically, a tumor is an undeveloped part of her brain. It's not a growth. It's not like it's not supposed to be there. I mean, it's not supposed to be there, but because of her genetic disorder, it's supposed to be there. It's how they diagnose this. It's why it's called tubal. Because there are tubals in the brain. So it's perfectly normal to have them in your brain if you have tuberous sclerosis complex. Now, I don't have it, so I don't think I do. So I don't have the tubals in my brain. But she does. She has it, so she has the tubals. So what they want to do, goodness gracious, my eyes. So what they want to do is they want to we move the tubal, and hopefully the tubal is what's causing the misfiring, which is causing the seizures, which is causing the epilepsy, which is causing the delays and the autism. And hopefully, by taking that out, maybe we can get seizure control without AEDs, which is basically her epileptic seizure medication. But there's no 100% guarantee that if she gets this surgery that she will be seizure free, and there's no guarantee that it will help, that it would work, that it would just, yeah, it's not going to cure her TSC. It's not. It might cure her epilepsy. It's probably not going to cure the autism. But it all depends on the tubal, the child, the family, the situation, how young she is, and how ready her brain is to redevelop and whatnot. I don't know. I know that we have to get an itcal speck in about 2 to 3 weeks that can last 2 to 3 days in the hospital again. I'm not really looking forward to that because I just don't like staying at that hospital. It's not that it's a bad place. It's more of I just kind of don't like staying at the hospital when you're not sick. I mean, yeah, Jenny's going to be sick for the rest of her life, but that doesn't really constitute that she's sick, and I just don't like doing it. And I spent so much time in that hospital, it's just, I want to be done. I really do. Oh well. Well, yeah. Okay. Jenny, on the other hand, is flourishing a little bit. You can see the slight changes in the way she plays with toys and whatnot, but it's nothing to be like too dramatic and like make a point on this. It's just the same thing she's been doing, just a little bit differently, in a good way. In a good way. Um, and I have a headache from being sunburned. I'm really sunburned. I'm in pain, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get off and say thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping up with us, and I will keep an updated post about everything, and maybe I'll do another one tomorrow to express more, whatever. So we'll talk to you guys whenever I decide to do it next. Okay? All right. Bye.